The plan for a massive transformation of downtown Indianapolis. We told you about it yesterday. Federal funding to help put parts of I-65 and I-70 underground.
One group backing that plan says this is a chance and a generation opportunity to reconnect neighborhoods. IT Meet's Richard Essex has been following this story for more than a year.
What would downtown Indianapolis look like if you could cover portions of the interstate? If you could reconnect neighborhoods that were divided by the interstate? There's millions of dollars coming to Indianapolis to find out what it would look like.
To see what is achievable and what's deliverable to, say, reconnect Fountain Square to Fletcher Place.
Rethink 6570 is a private organization designed to do exactly what their name says. Rethink 6570 through Indianapolis. The group has several projects in the works, but the one getting $2 million from the Biden administration is the study of capping or covering portions of Interstate 65 south of Washington Street in an area of I-70 near the Eli Lilly and Company headquarters. The covering or capping is essentially building a bridge across huge sections of the interstate. The hope is to revitalize neighborhoods, often marginalized communities that were hurt by the original interstate design.
It's really looking at taking the concepts that came from the Rethink Coalition and really honing them in on the area of the interstate that's already depressed and what we could do to reconnect neighborhoods that were divided when the interstate came through 50 years ago.
In the fall of 2022, ITmate was told by the president of Rethink 6570, Brenda Freegee.
You can reconnect boulevards over the top, and then you can actually build what's called caps and stitches, which I don't know a whole lot about the technology of that, but it's pretty common. And you can build parks, you can have buildings over the tops of the highway. And that then really brings the neighborhoods back together. So they no longer have an elevated highway as a wall. They can just walk across, and the bridges themselves become connecting points.
Parco told me that landing this grant required a level of cooperation rarely seen in road projects. Having the support of NDOT could make the difference between a study that collects dust in some office or an actionable project with concrete and dirt.
NDOT was supportive of this grant. And so when I say the state, the Indiana Department of Transportation, without their support, we would not even have received this grant.
Keep in mind, this is a study. Results are not expected for another 15 months or so. Parker says the climate in Washington is favorable for transformative projects like this one, but it could be at least 3 years or longer before any dirt is moved. In Indianapolis, Richard Essex, Wish TV, ITmate.